All right, so we got the new quarter coming up in a few days or like a day. Q2 of 2026 is coming up, and I want to put you guys on to something that might actually help you change the way you set your goals. All right, I've been doing this lately, and it's really been helping me. So this system is called the 12-week year, and I learned it from a book called The 12-Week Year by Brian Moore. Some of you guys probably already heard about this, but the basic idea is you want to stop planning your goals in 12 months, okay? And start planning your goals out in 12 weeks. The problem with setting annual goals is in January, you're thinking, okay, man, I got all year long, right? And then March hits and you're like, okay, man, I'm good. I still got about 9 months. We good. And then September rolls around, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh crap, I only got 3 months left. And then by the time December rolls around, you're like scrambling trying to meet your goals. No bueno, okay? Do you know that December is the best sales month for most companies? The fourth quarter usually makes up 30 to 40% of annual sales. Isn't that crazy? And if you're wondering why, it's because of the urgency, okay? The deadline. People have to execute no matter what. Now, we can be doing that. We could be using that urgency 4 times a year and accomplishing 4 times as much. In the book, The 12-Week Year, the author basically redefines what a year is, okay? A year is no longer 12 months. Once you start moving like this, your new year, quote unquote year, is 12 weeks. All right. You set your goals for 12 weeks, you execute for 12 weeks, and then you evaluate at the end of the 12 weeks. After that, you could take a break, celebrate, and then start your new year. So let's take a look at why this actually works, okay? 12 weeks is short enough that you can't procrastinate. There is no I'll do it later. Okay, later is literally the deadline, bro. It creates that end of year urgency 4 times instead of just once in December. And like I always say, most people know exactly what they need to do, they just don't do it. This system forces you to do it. When you only have 12 weeks, you don't have time to push things back. By the time you finish week 1, you're already done with 8% of your year. You gotta move now. All right, so let's break down how the system actually works, okay? Step 1, you wanna set 1 to 3 goals for the 12 weeks, all right? Do not try this system out with 10 to 12 goals, man, you're gonna cry. 1 to 3. Next thing you want to do is you want to break those goals down into weekly actions, all right? So, what do you need to do this week to move towards that goal? Step 3 is you want to plan your week every single Monday. I do mine on Sundays just because I have more idle time on Sundays. But pick a day, either Sunday or Monday, and spend 15 to 20 minutes reviewing your last week and planning this one. Okay, so basically, what did I do good last week? What do I need to improve on this week? And move forward with your new week. And then spend 5 minutes every morning reviewing your plan for the day. Okay, that way everything is top of mind. You know exactly what you need to be doing. You're not just out here winging it. Again, you only have 12 weeks. There is no way you can sit up here and wing it and think you're about to accomplish everything. You need to know exactly what you're doing every single week, every single day. All right, and step number 4, at the end of the week, you want to score yourself. Okay, did I actually do what I said I was going to do? Now, in the book, they say you want to aim for about 85% execution. If you're hitting 85% of your weekly actions, you probably going to hit your 12-week goal. Okay. And last but not least, step 5 is weekly accountability meetings. Every week, you need to be checking in with yourself or have an accountability partner. That works really well. What worked? What didn't work? What do you need to change? And the reason you need this accountability partner is because it's easy to let yourself off the hook. When you got somebody else telling you what you said you was gonna do, but you didn't do, you're gonna feel like crap. Okay. And sometimes you need to feel like crap to get out of that crap. Okay, that didn't hit. I thought it was gonna hit, my bad. Now, here's the biggest thing that shifted my mindset, and I think it's gonna shift your mindset as well. The key is measurement. And what do I mean by that? You don't measure results, you measure actions. All right. I think most people, I don't know where we learned this from, but we like to sit up here and measure results. But this flips it. And if you think about it, it's kind of stupid to measure results. We can't control the results. We can only control what we do. Did we make the calls? Did we work out? Did we work on the project? Did we work on the book? Did we do whatever? We're only tracking inputs, not outputs. If you're doing the inputs, the outputs gonna come regardless. So as you're tracking yourself, just check yes if you're on track, no if you're falling behind. And remember, it's only 12 weeks, so you're gonna see the gap immediately between the yeses and the nos. You don't have to wait till the end of the year to hurry up and try to catch up if you're falling behind. You're gonna know if you're falling behind by week 3, week 2. By the way, I highly encourage you to pick up the book too. You can find the audiobook. I think the audiobook might be on Spotify. if I'm not mistaken. But pick up the book 12-Week Year by Brian Moran. That way you can probably understand the concept even more. I just wanted to get on here and tell you about it and kind of put the bug in your ear. That's what was on my mind today because I was actually planning my new quarter. I'm like, all right, who do I want to become this next quarter? What do I want to accomplish in this next quarter? And I was like, ooh, this is a great episode because maybe some people haven't heard about this and they may benefit from it. So be sure to hit that follow, subscribe button. If you like this episode, send it to a friend. If you hated this episode, send it to an enemy. But regardless, thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. And thank you for hearing me out. Peace.